Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and from the Pastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing
Not
well.
bad.
Good. Doing
Nice.
good.
All right, so today we are talking about the Avowed New Dawn Toro. Cigar is 6 by 52. Comes out of the Kellner Cigars factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut. Binder is Ecuadorian Habano. Filler is Dominican Criollo 98, Piloto Cubano, and San Vicente. It is blended by Klaus Kellner. Price point is $17, and cigars released in February of 2025. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I overall thought it was just quite average. In terms of flavors, not a whole lot going on. Got some cedar, mixed nuts, kind of a combination, which there's nothing inherently wrong with those flavors, but for most of the profile, it was a really dry um, profile for me. Um, to the point where like I kept reaching for water within every, kind of draw that I had um, of the cigar. So that was annoying. I think for me, what nags me about cigars is like if it's especially really dry and it creates like what is it like the if I need to drink a bunch of water and it's a really dry cigar like that annoys me in a cigar. And
Mhm.
that's what I found within this. Um, yeah. Is
All
it
right,
avowed or is it avowed?
Avowed.
About
Okay. All right.
All right, Seth, what
That's
are your
all.
thoughts?
listen, I really enjoyed the blend. Beginning to end, I thought it was great. I love the profile. Thought it was really good. Connecticut, um, had that counter quality to it. Um, some earths, bacon spices, little buttery quality with some mocha, sweet tobacco, just medium strength and body. Um, Hay, tobacco, kind of kept that similar flavor profile from begin to end, but I thought it was complex enough. It was just balanced. It touched on a little bit of everything. There was like this buttery mocha quality that I liked as well. Beautiful burn and draw. So yeah, I enjoyed it. John?
Yeah, I figured you like this, Seth. This kind of reminded me of, when you get a Dominican cigar that I think is really sophisticated and they kind of work it. This is a standout for me. So for me, lots of notes that I don't typically get in a lot of Dominican forward cigars. So creamy herbal notes, mild earth, a little bit of dry wood, creamy wood and herbal notes in the retrohale, sweet tobacco, mild chocolate. Just a really sort of nuanced and layered effort in the first third. And it kind of started that way in the second third, sort of more creamy herbal notes, and then the medium toasted earth kind of came into the finish. And I think as that lingered, it took away a little bit from the profile for me. So some of that sophistication was lost on my palate. So it kind of became more earth and wood dominant as it progressed. And some baking spices came through as it settled in, but I don't think it kind of did enough for me to pull it back. And then the last third, creamy wood with a lot of tannic wood in the finish. And as it continued, that tannic wood took on some bitterness and some sharpness. And so it's just kind of, a little discordant on the palate. Unfortunately, I had some burn issues, so went out and then it was kind of wavy through the whole review, and so I needed to do a touch up, and it went out. So that was a bit of a drag. And then draw was interesting. Set a new record for me at 29 inches of water. 29 inches of water. So a little on the open spectrum, but nothing crazy. Just a little open. So I mean, I call this above average. Is interesting above average, maybe. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar began with creamy cedar and earth with some mild spice. Cedar became toasted pretty quickly, and the creaminess departed a bit later, just to rejoin an inch after that. Second, third saw the earth increase a bit, and the light chalkiness joined in. Creaminess also increased a bit. Then the final third saw the creaminess increase and then quickly departed, and the earth picked up a bit. Um, I thought the cigar had a nice start and a nice mellow, flavorful profile. dropped a level in the second third as the balance kind of changed and then maintained that level the rest of the way. Flavor delivery was a bit unique compared to the most of the cigars I smoke, which was a nice experience, but just wasn't enough to really elevate the cigar for me. So I'm excited for this brand and this factory. I'm not sure I'd come back to this cigar necessarily, but looking forward to the other offerings that the factory and the brand are putting together. So all right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth at 7.17. Jiunn gave it a 6.1. I gave it a 5.9, and John gave it a 5.65. So Seth, how'd that 7.17 match up for you?
Yeah, listen, I love the blend. So I just like the whole profile, like the whole, it's a great looking cigar as well. Definitely something I'd come back to. Fun blend. The mocha butter qualities were really awesome, I thought.
Yeah. All right, Jiunn, 6.1.
It didn't hit me. Uh, didn't hit my palate. I do like what most. This is class, right?
Yeah.
Class one did. I do like what most of class has, but just not this particular one. So I still got faith in the bro.
Yeah, my 5.9 matches up well. Above average flavor profile. Burn was a bit wavy, and I had to do a touch up. Half of the wrapper wanted to stop burning, so that kind of knocked it down a bit. Otherwise, Jiunn and I would be tied for at 6.1. But yeah, I mean, I like the way the cigar started, but $17, I'm probably not going to come back to try it again and see if it was a miss. But yeah. All right, John, 5.65.
Yeah, it's a little low. I think same with you. Like to me, this is kind of in the sixes, like 6, 6, 1. Because I don't think the burn performance really bothered me that much, and the draw issue is kind of minor. So, it's kind of one of those cigars that it was so on the cusp. If that second third had just kind of carried more of that first third, I think I'd be up in the mid to high sixes. So it's kind of right on this cusp. So, like you said, I think what the holdback for me is that it's $17, and this is kind of where we're on the market. If it was 12, I'd probably be okay. Well, I'll try another one and see if maybe I just got a one off, and maybe the second one's better. But at 17, it's like uh probably a swing and a miss for me, and I'll just look for another offering they have because I think I smoke this and I go, I can see the potential. So maybe there's another offering they have that because like this almost is in my wheelhouse and it almost was there for me. So yeah, maybe they have another offering that's gonna nail it.
All right, final thoughts from you guys on this.
So this is the second cigar from Class's factory that I've smoked, and I would say that I think I'm starting to get a very minor impression of what's coming out of there, and I think it could be one to watch for the next year and a bit. I'm really interested to see what the other releases from Avowed are going to be like, and I think based on some of the other stuff that I've smoked out of Class's factory, this could be a new big shining beacon for Dominican releases.
All right. Wherever catches this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Twilight New Dawn